What do we have here? Got a customer's car. Welcome back to Offroad Diaries, everybody. My name's Jonathan. I do believe this is day 11. Is this day 11? Day 11 of videos. I shoot these videos, guys, and I edit them the same freaking day. Now, I'm about 2 videos ahead, maybe 3. I've got to stay at least 2 or 3 days ahead in case I miss a day of content. But every day I miss the content is a day that closer to I have less content ahead of me as far as scheduling goes. Does that make sense to you guys? Anyways, got a customer's car that I built last year. He's only been out on 2 or 3 trips with it. It's got a Packard Supercharger. I got onto it and I said, bro, how are you gonna let me put this nice cage and everything else and you haven't washed this car since last year? Wash your stuff, people. I might even be a good shop guy and wash it for him because I cannot stand to see a build that I did. This isn't much of a build. It's just a cage, nice voodoo cage, and then a supercharger on it. But still, keep your stuff pretty, guys. Unless you're like out there in the East Coast. I get it, guys. Y'all ride through mud all the time, and that's whatever. So, had a failure. Luckily, Packard stands behind their products. It's not really Packard's fault. This company they use it makes the oil coolers, and right here you can see me testing it. So yeah, it cracked right at where they soldered it together. All of these oil coolers are, I don't know they're necessarily super happy about going through all that stuff. And we got Cameron, our famous maintenance manager. But anyways, so I pulled this thing apart. I'm gonna throw a new oil cooler on it. Packard did stand behind their product, which I appreciate, even though they didn't specifically make this, so they're not really to blame. I'm gonna throw this new oil cooler on here really quick. And then you gotta purge the system, make sure that the supercharger's got oil in it. Luckily, this thing's already had oil in it before, so it's gonna be easy to purge it. Hey, you guys want a supercharger? Let me know. I can install it for you too if you want me to. I've installed a few of these guys and I've sold a bunch of them and people love them. Speaking of which, you guys want a turbo kit for your Pro R, everything you need is right there. Brand new, well, that exhaust manifold's got about 300 miles. It's their version 3, I believe, so it's their newest version, made to withstand a lot more than the first version, which I had on it. This is an actual branded turbocharger. It is a Garrett. Some of these companies out there, I'm not going to say which ones because I'm not here to bash anybody. And you know, they when you sell some of these kits and some people want them for an affordable price, you know, you gotta cut where you gotta cut. This is a brand name turbo, very reliable, no shaft play whatsoever in it, and it's not puking oil or any of that nonsense. And yeah, so $4,500. This is a $7,000 kit. It comes with a tune, everything you need. Just reach out to me, and I'd love to sell it to you. I'll ship it to you, and $4,500. So, anyways, shameless plug, but I need to sell it because what we're getting next, we're going to be making more power. The new machine, which I haven't named yet, is going to have more power. Anyways, guys, stay tuned in this video too, because this isn't really about me working on a car. I'm actually going to share some exciting news, the beginning of something, kind of an event sort of that Offroad Diaries is going to be throwing for you guys. And I think it's going to be really cool. I've already secured today with somebody. I'll explain it to you in a second. So give me about an hour to finish this job. Alright, just got to tighten up a couple of things. If you are putting a supercharger kit on your car, I'm pretty sure Justin went over this, but if he didn't, get everything in here. Don't tighten these bolts yet, just get everything finger tight on these oil coolers, and then tighten this one up as much as you can, and then from there, you're not stressing on it after this is tightened, or you're not stressing this by tightening all these up first and then tightening that, because then that could put like kind of a load on this oil cooler. So just a tip, if you're installing one of these superchargers and you're at this bracket section here, But anyways, I just thought of something, guys. The guy that this car that I'm working on, I think his son watches our channel. So if you see this, you need to wash your dad's car every so often, because I know he lets you go out there and have fun. He's a cool kid. Actually, he's super kind, super respectful kid. So I hope my son grows up to be respectful and kind like some of these kids. You can tell when a kid is raised right, and his kid is raised right. So I'm going to finish this up, then I got to purge the system, make sure we've got oil going through the supercharger and all that good jazz, and then I'll talk to you guys. We got a special visitor in the house. He's trying to lift up the garage door. Show everybody your outfit real quick. Nice. An American dude. This is somebody else's ride. I don't think he'll care if you sit in it, though.
I don't care whose ride it is. It's a ride, and I will be sitting in.
It's not like he can do much more damage considering how dirty this thing is. Child labor. Please don't call the cops on me, guys. We got Miles on the scene. He's working on the car. What's your prognosis? You think it's going to be okay? You think it'll be okay? You picked the wrong color shirt to work on a car in. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna go wash this car, but before I wash this car, should I tell them what I'm thinking about for our little event on going up at Idaho Dunes RV Park this summer?
Yeah, do you have everything lined up?
It's not all lined up because I want to get some ideas from you guys also. So, never mind. Let me wash the car first.
Miles.
Miles, always ready to ride, huh?
I literally turned around and he's like riding his little bike over towards me.
At least he's safety first. He's trying to teach us we got to wear our helmets. Okay, guys, so check it out. This is the early stages of planning, but I want to let you guys in on it for those. I feel like most of the people that are watching us every day are people that have been subscribers of ours for a while, and there's some new ones here, and if you are new, thank you for watching. This is a little different style than the videos we typically put out. What's up, buddy? Miles.
Is that Donald Duck?
Yeah. Anyways, so if you are new to our channel and you just started watching, go back and start watching our older videos and kind of catch up so you can really be current with what's going on. So for a long time, I have dropped the ball on something, and I want to apologize to you guys because I have promised for a long time that I was going to make a how to ride the dunes video. The problem is every time I started recording it, it just fell apart because I was like, man, this is like, it's really hard to try to tell somebody every single thing there is when it comes to riding. And then at the end of the day, I'm really just telling you, hey, do this. Hey, you've got to do this. I know that guides you guys a little bit and helps you out a little bit. But something I really started thinking about is it's so much easier to show people in person versus showing them on a video. I mean, there's a lot of things I could tell you, but there's not, it's not always easy for you to present that into action without following somebody that really just knows what they're doing. And what I did was, I watched lots of videos before I ever went duning, but I didn't actually like have that experience, and it helped tremendously to be with somebody and to follow somebody that really knew what they were doing. And that's what happened to us in Glamis 6 years ago. So here's the deal, guys. We just partnered up with Idaho Dunes RV Park, right? Yeah, Mr. Mike. So we're partnering up with Mike, the owner of Idaho Dunes RV Park. He's allowing us to do this. It's not really an event. or anything. It's more of a gathering. So my buddy Tim, he does the YXE gathering and stuff. And what we're going to do is kind of what's called, it's going to be an Offroad Diaries family gathering. So we're not really going to make money off of this per se. It's more so that it's going to take money to put all this together. So what it's going to be is a 3-day camping experience. We're all going to camp together. We're going to circle up together, and we're going to cook dinner for you guys. It's going to be all expenses paid. I'm going to work with Cardo to try to get them in on this, so everybody gets at least one headset out of this deal. If it's going to be a couple that goes, then we're going to have 2 headsets. That way we can communicate. That way we can communicate with each other during this dune trip. And what we're going to do is we're going to teach you all the basics from the beginning to the end of the trip. So I'm going to try to work with some of our sponsors and see if there's maybe we can do a raffle at the end of it all. But basically, I just want to provide for you guys a full-on experience. And what you're going to do is you're just going to pay one thing that is going to get you a whole trip. We're going to teach you basic side-by-side maintenance, because guess what? I have a shop. I build these things all the time. I know the problems with them. I know the goods and bads about them. And something that, you know, Mike and I were talking about, Mike's the owner of Idaho Dunes RV Park, by the way. He stays in Glamis a few months out of the year, and then he has his RV park, and he's a duner. But something that he and I were talking about that we were both passionate about is, man, it's so hard to go on some of these forums and ask a question. Because it's like, it's almost like people expect everybody to know the answer. And that bothers me. Like, it really just, it bothers me that there's bullies out there. You know what I mean? And it's like, you want to go on to Glamis Dunes page. I'm just using them as an example. There's plenty of examples of it. Go on WTF Offroad if you really want to see gaslighting to the ultimate degree. But it's like people are afraid, like, to even go on and ask a simple question like, hey, what should I bring to the dunes? You know what I mean? And it's like, you just get hammered, like, you know, you should bring this, you definitely should bring that, and they're yelling at each other. I can't believe you got a Honda Talon and you're not in a, you know, 500 horsepower Pro, and it's just nonsense. So what I want to do is create an open environment where everybody feels safe to ask questions. You don't have to be scared to ask questions and get some kind of a smart ass, like, angry, just jerk kind of reply, because you guys are like our family. And I know y'all have watched us. If you've watched us for a long time, you've watched all the fun we've had. So my main goal for this, and like I said, this is the very beginning, but there's going to be an itinerary, probably one that Krista creates, because she's way more organized than I am. And I want a full-fledged itinerary where we have breakfast, we have scheduled rides throughout the day, we teach you the basics of duning and stuff like that, and we're going to start off on the first day in the small stuff. And even experienced riders, if you just want to come camp with us and be a part of this, totally fine. I'll probably have multiple packages, some, you know, that'll come with the Cardos, some that don't, you know what I mean, like, that's going to cover your camping and everything. Basically what I'm trying to do is I want to create the funnest time that you've had without judgment. And it just, it's hard because, like, there's totally different dynamics of people that go to the dunes. You've got the families that are just super nice. You got these arrogant suckers, and they just think they're the best duners in the world with the fastest cars in the world, and they're better than everybody. You got so many different types of people. But what we want to do is we want people that just come, have fun, camp with us. We'll circle up at the campfire at night. We'll enjoy ourselves. We'll go out the next day. We'll go do some riding. And I just want to create just a gathering. So it's going to be an Offroad Diaries family gathering. That's what it's going to be. Like I said, I'm not really doing this so much for any kind of a profit. More so, we're just doing this as something that we're going to plan everything. All you got to do is just show up. You know what I mean? And even if you're an experienced duner, we want you there to help along with all of this and to help, you know, tail gun and middle guy and all that other stuff. Because I just think that it's needed. I think it's needed for the community. I think that the community, if you're one of our subscribers that has always been afraid to go out and go on the dunes, because they're different than riding on a dirt trail. I want you to join us. So Chris is going to set up something on our website soon. She doesn't know this. I just told her that while she's cooking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Surprise.
But and this is something that I'm not sure when we're going to schedule it for yet. It's going to be on an off weekend, not a holiday weekend, because the holiday weekend is just too hectic. There's too many people there. It's too much craziness.
Maybe we should get a consensus of like people that would want to go and join, like a good date that would work for most people.
Maybe we'll do like a poll or something.
Yeah.
And also, speaking of a poll, I am creating tonight an Offroad Diaries family page. So by the time you see this video, there's going to be an Offroad Diaries fam page. And not fan, F-A-N, but F-A-M as in family. So go on Facebook, look it up, Offroad Diaries family. And that's where we can all interact with each other, all of our subscribers. I'm going to put 100% rule on there. Everybody talks a little shit. I do too. Like, that's what we do. We have a little bit of fun and we have a little banter. But no disrespect, guys. This isn't a page to go on there and be mean to each other on or criticize each other. I don't know if y'all realize this. I'm 6'4", about 260. I was bullied when I was a kid. I hate bullies. I grew up to be a big guy. Learned how to fight really good. And not that I'm proud of fighting or anything. I won't stand for any bullying at all. So if you want to go to our page and be a jerk, I'm just going to kick you off. I have no tolerance for that. I want people to be nice to each other, be kind to each other. So anyhow, that's it. That's my plan right now. And we're going to start building an itinerary, start getting a feel for people. I don't care if there's 3 people that show up to this or there's 30 or 40. It doesn't matter to me. We can provide a place for everybody, and we can organize it for no matter how big or small. Typically, even in our camp group circles, we have 30 or 40 people sometimes, so that's not a big deal. Anyhow, thank you guys for watching today's video, day number 11. Miles, you got anything to say to the people? Say something. Here, say something. Here, say something. Oh, he's eating. Okay. He's eating right now, guys.
Oh, he's got a grape.
He's got a grape in his mouth. But I'm sure he wanted, what he was trying to say is go join our Offroad Diaries fan page, and then go join our Patreon, because every dollar helps us out a ton. And I just got so many things happening right now. I'm so excited. I'm keeping my mouth shut on some of it because I have to have content for the next video. I don't even know what we're going to do tomorrow on tomorrow's video. Maybe we'll go to the Spiral Jetty and show you guys at sunset. It's a cool spot. So anyhow, there's something else coming after this. I don't know what it is. I'm just playing it here day by day. And yeah, so all right, I'm going to ramble no more. Love you guys. See you later. Bye. That are just flat, and you know there's no danger there. You know? I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna chill with the fam band, brother. Go have a good night. I'm sorry I haven't spent all this money right now, but I'll let you know what we do for Easter, man. Okay, see you next time.